Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 8 of The Dream here with Liverpool and myself, Damien. If you haven't watched episode 7, it's the hour-long special. If you haven't done that, go do that before you come here. It was a crazy hour and a bit long. I think it was an hour and 23 minutes of EPL running. You know, how do I word this? It was meant to be a run-in for the top 4, and then it turned into a title run. But go watch that. Go check that one out. At the moment, we are live on Twitch. As always, follow in the link in the description so you know when we go live, and then you can come and interact. The Twitch stream is going quite well. Been online for 2 hours and going to be online for quite a fair bit more. In terms of what we're going to do today, we got the first game against Leicester, but we are going to get into Liverpool fixtures first. Pre-season, we didn't lose a game, and when we beat Man United late doors in the Community Shield, to maybe get a little bit of revenge in that 5-1 loss we did have last season, and a little bit of revenge. The other one last episode, when they beat us on the final day to win the league. Didn't beat us personally, but you know, on the final day of the league, happens. Anyhow, we're going to get straight into it. Transfers have been done. You know, there's been one game played, and we've made some signings, we've made some sales. If we go to our finances, you can tell that we've obviously made sales because our finances aren't in the red. Liverpool lose a lot of money. We know that. We've documented that. But there we go. We're going to go to transfer history, and we have spent and we have brought in. That is for sure. So we're going to go through what's come out first. We did this all on stream, but you might be surprised to see the first name up there is Adam Bell. Now, Bell came to us on stream, not on the stream I'm today, but the stream last night. And he basically said, look, I don't want to sign a new contract. I have a year left. I want to go to Spurs because Spurs are going to be a better squad. And I was like, well, we just finished second. That's pretty harsh. I then had an argument with him trying to get him to stay. He didn't want to stay. He then didn't want to sign a new contract. And Spurs' interest then left, and I was like, well, surely he'll be happy, right? And then he goes, no, I still don't want to sign, I want to leave on a free. So I was like, well, time to sell now. So I offered him out for 79 mil, and Atletico come in and said, look, we'll give you 70 mil right now with 4 mil over clauses. We talked to him a little bit, but that's what they accepted on. And I was like, yep, not a problem. To get 70 mil for a guy that doesn't want to be here and has only had 1 year left on his contract, as much as he's sensational, he's not too bad. We're going to get to Daniel Ball. Daniel Ball was our backup goalkeeper that never played. Leicester came in and said he was worth 4 mil for us, right? Leicester came in and said, we'll give you 13 mil. I then just said sillily, look, I'll give you, you know, how much was it? You know, give me 24 up front with a few clauses and see what they said. And they said, yep, that's fine. And I was like, whoa. So we might have missed out. We might have got more than 30 mil or something. But Daniel Ball, this transfer let us do another transfer. And we'll talk about that one in a second as well. We go by fee and we go back up. We've got Mick Farland as a player that I said that I don't think is good enough for Liverpool. We listed him, he was 28 mil, we listed him for 28 mil. Bournemouth said, look, give us 23 mil and you pay like 30k of his wages. I said, look, get him off, get him out of here. And the lucky last one was James McLeaf, which was obviously a very weird one for us. He never played for us last season, right? But he's a decent left back. He's now played for Spurs. Spurs basically just said, look, we'll give you 23 mil up front with a little bit of clauses to get the 30. And I said, well, done. You know, he's not good enough. It was one of those offers where it said, no, we're not negotiating. And I just said, well, that's probably good enough for us anyway. Gets his wage off for us. He never played for us. We obviously got backup left back. We obviously got the wonder kid that came through in Regen Day last season, which I will remind you all of in just a second as well. So we made some sales. We made 151 mil right now with potential clauses. We've got a few people out on loan. Like, we were tempted to keep KO on here, but we did leave him because obviously how good Ward played off the bench last season. Davis is still here. But then we're going to bring on the signings and the ins. Now, the first thing you can see is Pereira. We know all about Pereira. He's here from HK. He was a man that we wanted, but here's the first one. Bob Hines, right, released from Everton, which is a strange signing. He wasn't an Everton fan or anything. Obviously, we never see Liverpool and Everton really do too much business, but obviously when he left on a free. When we sold Bell, who would play deep line, playing on support, this guy can play the role very well. Good first touch, great long shots, passing technique, vision, teamwork, only wants 40k on a backup. For us losing money, so much money every time throughout a year, you know, we lose about 40 mil a season, Liverpool at the moment. The projection's not good. To get sell Bell for 70 mil, get his 250, 300k wage off, to get someone in who can do the job 40 pounds per week. Absolutely sensational driven. He's a role model for youngsters. He can definitely tutor people. Thought this was a very good, smart piece of business on a free. And so did the chat last night as well. Then Dele Alli got released from Manchester City, and this guy's still an experienced at centre attacking mid. He's still a very good Premier League player, right? He's versatile off the bench, can play either wing as much as he's not got the speed for it. But as an advanced playmaker on attack, when Santa Maria's not having the best of games, look at him. He's sensational. He's got passing, vision, work rate, flair, got good first touch, decent dribbling. He can play the role so well, and he set up the winner in the Community Shield just gone. We've given him the number 8 shirt as well, but to get him here on a free on 80k a week is sensational. He still played 20 games for Man City last season, scoring 3 goals, 3 assists, and at a 6.9. If he can chip in for Liverpool like that again, off the bench, he'll be sensational. He's only here on a rotation contract. It was pretty good. Don't worry about Kyle Bratton, head of youth development, brought him in. We didn't do it. We needed a centre-back. We obviously talked about Florian and that, and Olioff came up. He was only wanted for 20 mil, which was his relegation release fee. I saw the 17 passing, 17 heading, marking, tackling, 10 passing, good technique, great positioning, determination, great speed. As much as he's only 5'11", we looked night and day on stream for a new centre-back. A player that we nearly picked up at HK a couple times in our time at HK. He's also got a little bit of potential to become a leading Premier League centre-back. He's going to be playing from week in, week out. He's apparently not as good as Florian, but Florian, as we know many times, makes way too many mistakes, and defensively, he's not that great, to be honest. So Florian's now going to be relegated to the bench, well and truly. But there we are. We obviously paid a little bit of money there. Ransden is mainly because we sold Bell. We sold our backup keeper in Bull, right? And Rasmus then got transfer listed by Fulham for 28 mil. Now, we know we have JJ, right? And JJ just won the World Cup. Colombia won the World Cup. But when this guy comes on a free and only wants to be a rotation player, what am I meant to do? Him and JJ are basically identical. Look at it. Aerial reach, command of area, communication, handling, kicking, one-on-ones, reflexes. Look, if we need a first-team goalkeeper, he would be first team. He rejected Leicester to come to us on a rotation contract. No clauses, no nothing. I'm just happy to be here as a rotation player. How on earth? I do not know. Compare him and JJ. Look, apart from his tendency to punch, which means JJ catches a bit more, he probably is better in a one-on-one because he rushes out. JJ doesn't like to rush out, but he makes himself very big in goals and pulls off a lot of saves. JJ just won the World Cup. And in that World Cup final, he got a 7.4 match rating and had 11 shots against Holland. You know, great player, worth 48 mil. He's worth 49. They're just so similar. Look at that, just so similar. Definitely want JJ in and around the club. I feel like we've got to start JJ in this game since Ransden's on a rotation contract, and we know about Pereira. 36 mil release fee from HK, a player that we brought in at HK for 14 mil, a player that loves us, a player that we love. We are obviously very close to friends if we go to like the dynamic of it. You know, we're very close. We are amazing. Just can play the role so well, but I'm bringing him in to play mainly Regista in games we're so good in, and then deep line playmaker against Man United, which we did in the Community Shield. What that means when we line up is we do have to give Montero back as the one kid who's growing very well game time because he wants game time and we promised him game time at the moment. At the same time, Martinez is world class, doesn't want to go anywhere. He is wanted though at the moment and by Barca, and it'd have to be a big. Santa Maria's there as well, but we do have Leicester coming up today, and it's just hard for Montero to get into the team. What we will do is we're going to get JJ in for Ramsden there and give JJ the game. We're going to submit the team and go back now and get it to this screen here. We are going to go through the team, all right? At the moment on the bench, Bradley Ward, who scored 15 goals last season, over 23 games, 21 off the bench. Why wouldn't you keep him on the bench? Benny Hoot's on the bench, but this is mainly because how well Alessio's grown in the games Benny Hoot missed. Benny Hoot has been playing well in pre-season, though. We'll expect him and Alessio to have a very good time. We know about Hines, Dele Alli. We know about Montero. We just clicked on him quickly, the wonder kid. We will bring him off the bench. Florian, obviously, on the bench as a backup. Centre-back's really good. He's obviously a leader. We've just stripped him of vice-captaincy. And Trent, the captain, is on the bench because Graham is so good. JJ, who you just seen, Graham on the bench, the world-class, the world-class, potential world-class right-back, is now the new vice-captain of Liverpool. Ollie's Ollie. We know about Ollie. Went to the World Cup, played well. Ollie, you just seen as well. Centeno is our world-class left-back and is sensational. He loves it. If his leadership was better, he would be captain of Liverpool. Pereira, we've seen Martinez, seen Santa Maria many times, and he's very good. But Alessio's grown into a leading Premier League player with world-class potential. Now, if someone's got that potential and he's leading, you're going to have to play him, that is for sure. He looks sensational. Brad on the other side, obviously, is an elite winger, and we do have Sayers up front. The second in Golden Boot looks sensational on a new contract here for many years now, for the next 5 years. This is the team we're going to go with. We're going to see these players off the bench. Rotation is going to be key this season. We got decent players, and Faber, our wonder kid, is growing sensationally well, being tutored by Centeno, the best tutor you could probably have in world football. In terms of that, we've still got Marshall, the best Conke off the bench. We've got plenty of depth around as well with the Champions League coming up. Going to get into it though, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls here on the YouTube. That's enough of me talking There we go. That's 9 minutes of me talking. Been live for over 2 hours. We've seen enough of Leicester. Bulls in goals. This is the main reason we sold him. You can see why. He's worth 40 mil though. Owen's there, Bromby, Tilato, Giorgio is probably their best player. We know about him, that is for sure. But we're going to get into it. Going to tell the lads, look, come on guys, show me what you can do. I have faith in you, get out there and make the difference. They seem a little bit motivated, that is for sure. Set up position instructions. Look, we're going to be a little bit like this season. We're going to get him on the weaker foot, obviously, and get him in there. Angel and Diego will play there. Press OK. Going to get into the tunnel. Martin is set to make his 125th appearance. I'm delighted. He's a wonderful player. He's world class. He's been here at Liverpool. He's been through the bad times. Same at Santa Maria. But hopefully there's good times ahead. Hopefully this is the year we win the Premier League, because we should have won it last year on the final day if it wasn't for a very good performance by the Italian goalkeeper in goals for Chelsea, and Sayers missing plenty of chances. In terms of the title, we don't really see that there. I think I've clicked on a hoarding or something. Gonna get on recent events, why not? And the game's back now, and here we go. There we are, 5 minutes, 6 minutes in. Looking at possession, now this is something that we did with HK. We didn't dominate possession a lot with this formation, but it created chances, and defensively it was solid. Saying that, though, we haven't created a chance yet. There's the first one. I'm just going to tell them, get creative out there. Start moving the ball around, and as soon as we've done that, there's a highlight there. Ollie F with his great tackling, great pace, comes and covers Ollie, and Brad now on the ball. He finds Sayers. You've got Alessio coming in there. He's coming back from an injury from pre-season. He finds Centeno. Can Centeno rip in across? He bombs on forward. His ball near post. Sayers is there, and he really should have scored. Should have beat ball there at the near post. Really should have flicked that on there and headed downwards, and it would have been a goal. Instead, though, unfortunately for us, there we are. Cardiff and Norwich, they're 1-1, and Brad's picked up an injury. That's no good. Potential foot injury. Hopefully it's not big. Alessio's going to go out there on the right-hand side, and we're obviously going to get Hervey Beniot out there. Not Hines, Beniot. Alessio can play out there fairly well as a right winger. He's right-footed, so it's not too bad. But hopefully that's not a big injury to Brad, especially with Champions League stuff coming up as well. It looks like that is a potential groin injury at the same time. Similar times. There we are. We're on the ball again here, 35 minutes in. Just looking for us to be solid away from home and win, you know, pretty much every game at home. Sayers finds Beniot from distance. Oh my, what a goal would have been. The Frenchman knows the pressure's on for him to perform this season. He wants to keep his spot from Alessio. So there we are. He's nearly hit an absolute worldie. Ollie F there intercepting the ball. He's having a good game. I don't know why he's on 6.7. Every time I've seen him defend, he's won his challenge, that is for sure. Free kick, Gomez, headed away, but it's only as far as Gilmore, and it's gone down. Billy Gilmore scored. Apparently it was knocked down there from Giorgio, and we've conceded to a set piece. We're 1-0 down here, away from Leicester, away from home. First game of the season. Can't be having this if we want to be winning the league. Gomez there, heads down, he's onside. JJ's not going to save it at the near post. We are 1-0 down here. Hopefully we can score right now from kickoff. Ball's kick's pretty good, but Centeno wins that one there, and we can go on the break now. Sayers, he's got Beniot if he wants to just slip him in. Finds Santa Maria, finds Alessio. Alessio, come on, guys. Got to be scoring that one, son. There we go. He's got world-class potential, but you're not going to reach it if you don't score that one. 1-0 down here in the first game of the Premier League against Leicester. Half-time comes about. We've got to get to the pep talk, and very simply, going to get aggressive. I want to see a much better showing. Everybody goes, okay, we're fired up, let's go. Got to keep it on our controlled system for now, and then we'll change it a little bit later. To be honest, we'll probably change it to the 4-2-3-1 very soon. And then see what we can do. Santa Maria gets on the ball, finds Benny. Hopefully we can score from kickoff. That would be nice. Centeno's in there if he can find him. He does. He's offside though. Got excited for a second and obviously didn't come through. We need to get a goal. We're dominating the game, creating chances, so the chance will come. I'm thinking that instead of changing to a counted system, which we did do with HK, pause, we're going to change to this. We're going to change to the 4-2-3-1. Santa Maria can play very well there, but he's playing very well as an advanced playmaker on attack. We're going to then going to put deep line playmaker on defend there, and we're going to get Montero off. Pereira can go in there for now and play that, and we're going to get Pereira as a box-to-box midfielder. We'll go to that for now. Alessio's not having a very good game, but I can keep him out there because we can back on him. Dele Alli for Pereira is going to be the last change we'll make, and keep Sayers out there as well, and we'll see how we go. Changing to the 4-2-3-1, which is something we did do a little bit throughout the year. It's a bit more aggressive in the terms of how we go forward. Centeno bombs on, but Benny comes back around inside of Montero, who's just come on the wonder kid. His ball finds Santa Maria. Santa Maria finds Alessio. Alessio comes inside. Ball to Benny. Surely you 1-on-1. Oh, it's a great save by Ball. The keeper we sold to him. He's plucky. He's very good backup. We really should have scored. Then Centeno gets on it. Come on, lads. The same way. Keep going. Come on. The chances will come. The ball out wide here to Margalo. His ball now. Can we get on it? Oh, it's poor from Centeno. The cross comes in near post. JJ's beat. 2-0 down, and it hasn't been good enough. Killing Leicester in every bit of this game, and they've gone on they won a free kick late doors in the first half, scored, and now on the break they go and hit another one. JJ's got to be saving that. All right, well, time to go for it now. Beniott's not playing inside forward. What do you mean? He's maybe playing a winger. What's going on there? Sayers is going to go on the one side. Pereira's going to come off, not like he's doing anything wrong. Santa Maria's going to go into advanced playmaker on attack. We're going to go to 2 up top. Bradley Ward is a player that has come on and done the goods before. We probably should swap these two around so they get on their preferred sides. Bradley Ward on attack and Sayers as a poacher. We're going to go to a bit more on an attacking system. Go to team instructions. We're going to sit a bit more higher. Close it down a little bit more. We're not playing out. We're going to pass into space, exploit both flanks, and just do that and see how we go now. We need to get at Leicester very quickly here. And we'll go to pump the ball over the top very shortly as well. It's a free kick to Leicester. If we go 3-0 down, I'm going to be absolutely off my very angry. In the end, the ball gets cleared and Beniott's on it. Can we go on the break now? Come on, boys. Beniott running with pace. Come on, we need to get a goal from this attack. Beniott there. Can he cut it into the box? There he is, Sayers! And the change to 2 strikers works straight away. 62 minutes. We're dominating this game. 2-1. Come on, boys. Let's show a little bit of fight. Let's go. We can do this. This is for sure. Come on. Beniott there on the break. He's running down this left-hand side. Absolutely loving it. Knocking the ball past everybody. They're not going to catch him. It's a great cross. Sayers there. Finally finishes a chance. 2-1. Come on. Let's go, boys. I'm going to tell him, look, demand more right now. Work harder and let's get on it. Centeno there. His ball. It's crossed. It falls to Montero playing as a deep line playmaker on defend. Centeno playing Beniott. He does it. Santaria. Sayers. 1-1. Oh! Should have scored. Should have been 2-2. Look at the stats. We're dominating this game. Come on, boys. We can do it. There's plenty of time. Here we go. 74th minute, 75th minute. Oh, the highlight's not coming. We're going to just change something quickly. Pump the ball over the top. A little bit more direct. Still a bit more attacking. Look to exploit the speed. Centeno's injured. We've got fucking used all our free subs. Really? Potential head injury. Play on. Get a bandage. This concussion, I don't care. Can't make a change. Gonna drop Beniott back a line, I reckon. Just play him in here. Or maybe Alessio can... Alessio can play out there maybe a little bit better. Gonna play him out there as a support and get Beniott onto the right. Gonna play this. We're just gonna look to exploit the right-hand side a little bit more. Just play that. I feel there's not much else you can do. We're dominating the game. Come on, boys. Come on, there's chances. Get creative. Come on, there's a chance. There, let's go. Come on. On the break. Come on. We can't afford to start away with an away loss away from home. 82 minutes, 83 minutes, 84 minutes. Time's ticking away. 86, 87. Overload. Team instructions. Go route 1. Hit early crosses if we get there, boys. Take more risks. There we go. There we are. Confirm the changes. 88, 89. Highlight. Here we go. JJ goes out to Graham. Graham now. His ball very quickly to Montero. That's poor. Just got to keep it. Woodward gets on it. That's not going to find Sayers though. Can we press in here? Get it off Moro. Can we? Here we go. Ollie. Santa Maria. Release Sayers. That's a good ball into the channels. Ward's coming back post for him. Don't shoot. Cross. Ward. Oh, what are you doing? What are you not crossing for? Sayers. That's poor. Another highlight. Come on. We need a draw. This could be the difference between winning the title or not this year. Beniott's on it. Ward, make that run down that line. He has. It's found. Sayers has it. Sayers, get the ball first. He doesn't. Owens lays back. Ball now. His clearance. That's not. Can we win that? We can't. There's numbers here for Leicester if they want to go on the counter. Olive needs a challenge. That ball finds Margot. Can JJ save? What a save that is from JJ. That is for sure. That's a great save. Can we win the ball back though? It's a good challenge. Montero clears. Is it going to fall to us? It won't. I feel like this is game over. End the highlight at least, so we can know what's coming up. Okay, out of play. One more highlight somewhere. Come on, FM. Come on, FM. 30 seconds. It's game over. They're going to mull over this. Come on, can we win this? Head it away. Does it fall to anyone? No. On the first day of the season, we're going to lose 2-1 to Leicester in a game we've absolutely dominated in. That long ball, is anyone there? Why are you not on the last man, Sayers? Freaking 10 seconds left to go. They cleared it long. Wood can get the Sayers. Keep it in. Come on. Is there enough time? 5 seconds, I believe. Cross in. Here we go. Wood! Oh, didn't need a shoot to slip someone in. And on the final day of the season last year, we got FM'd, and we've been FM'd here a little bit as well here by Leicester. Let's be honest, we've dominated the game. We changed system, it's allowed Leicester a little bit more into it, but we had to go for it very, very, very aggressively. I'm not happy with that. How on the earth have we not won there? JJ gets a 7.0. I don't understand how he has. He's at fault for the second goal, partially. We got Ipswich next. We've lost to Leicester on the first day, and this could be a game we could look back on that the reason we didn't win the title was today. Brad's out for 3 to 4 weeks, and Tenno's out for 2 to 3 with a concussion. Sure he is. Well done, Football Manager. One of those days. We lost the title last season being FM. We got FM'd here as well. Let me know what you thought about that in the chat. For everybody on YouTube, that's going to round up episode 8 of The Dream. It was a good episode until then. What do you think of our transfer business? I think our transfer business has been good. I surely think that, you know, it's been okay in terms of the players we brought in. We've got some good strength, but we'll see how we go in the future. We have to win the games at home now. We can't afford to lose a game at home. I feel like we have to be near perfect to win the season, to win the Premier League this season, which should be the aim. Enjoy the rest of your day, YouTube. Don't go anywhere if you're on Twitch because we're not ending the stream. We're still streaming for quite a number of hours still to come. For everybody on YouTube, though, check out the link in the description for Facebook, Twitter, and of course Twitch because we stream quite a lot of games live on Twitch as well. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the rest of your time, whatever you are doing. Thank you and goodbye.